And I didn't have my microphone on. Oh, there's lots of buttons. Sorry about that, folks. So once again, been working with some technical issues here between my computer and my microphones. And here we go. All right, so I'm going to basically just start all over here. All right, so we're keeping an eye on, obviously, the showers that are falling here across the area. They're all very, very light, and that's what I anticipate the rest of the day. Now, there is some heavier rain. Let me back this thing up, get back to the beginning here. The actual Gulf low that is out there, it's spinning out here in the Gulf. It's not making any real progress here towards land. It's essentially stalled out, and eventually what we anticipate is going to happen with this, it's going to work its way back south and east. So you see these rain bands around the low. They are heavier rain bands, but they're not making much progress onshore. Now I say that, but they will kind of impact the coastal areas like I was just showing. Let me go ahead and zoom back down. So all along coastal areas, look at Fort Walton Beach, you're about to get some pretty good rain. So these are the areas that are going to get the most rain from this point on. If you're in the Panhandle, you're near the beaches, that's where we're going to see the most rain from here on out. The rest of us just getting little drips and drizzles. So we're done with any significant rain if you're not along those coastal areas of the Panhandle or southern Baldwin County along the beach. Everywhere else, we're just going to be getting some light drips and drizzles. So this won't be as big of a deal for the rest of us through the rest of the day, and then going into tomorrow, pretty much all the rain will be done. So we're about, most of us are pretty much through with anything significant. Inland areas are getting some, once again, light drizzles, nothing very significant there. And once again, back down here towards the Panhandle. This is the area that now we're getting some pretty good rain down along the beaches. So we'll put this into motion on the future cast. You can see here showing rain through the Panhandle mostly and lighter stuff elsewhere. But then as we go through tomorrow morning, you can see things are pretty quiet. We'll only have a couple of showers left over in the morning, and then the rain is done with us. In fact, I think we'll see some breaks there tomorrow in the clouds, maybe get a little bit of sunshine Friday. That's going all the way to lunchtime on Friday. No rain around Friday, and looks pretty good by that point. How much more rain can we get? Well, so far we've had about 1.5 to 2 inches. That's about where most of us have been through this rainfall event. That's how much more we have to go. Now you see most of us, it's negligible. 300s, 600s in Fairhope, just a nickel's worth there, basically, not more. So less than 1/10 of an inch is what most areas will see from this point on. So that's just not significant. But you go over here to the Panhandle, look at Pensacola, shows another 1/2 inch, Navarre another 1/2 inch, Destin 6/10 of an inch, Crestview 6/10 of an inch. So this is the area where we're going to see those heavier showers, and they'll still get a bit more rain over that way. So if you're in the Panhandle, you could still get some significant rain. It shows Gulf Shores getting about 2/10 of an inch. So those are the areas we're going to watch for some more rain here later on. All right, let me go ahead and show you what we're looking at here. Oh, this is what I want to show too. We're still going to be windy though. We have been pretty windy through this whole thing at times, especially down along the coastline. We've had some wind advisories. So here are the wind gusts we anticipate. This is for Gulf Shores. Still see wind gusts over 30 miles per hour the next couple of hours. It does calm down a little bit here as we head into the evening, but I wanted to show you this. This is the buoy report down in Dauphin Island. Look at this. This is 60 miles south of Dauphin Island, mind you. It's well offshore. Steady wind out of the east at 40 miles per hour. That's tropical storm strength. Gusts to 54 miles per hour and waves 15 feet. 15-foot waves out there. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be out there doing some snapper fishing right now. 15-foot waves. That is some big. Those are big waves out there at that buoy. We don't typically see them that large. So they've got a good bit of wind. Good bit of wind out here with those gusts at 54 miles per hour and holding steady winds at 40. That is tropical storm force winds out there at that buoy. All right, for us, the rest of the evening, you see, look at those temperatures, just holding steady in the low 60s, just steady as she goes. Occasional drips and drizzles tonight. That'll be the case. Most of it will be kind of rain that you can almost just kind of walk in between the drops. Very, very light rain. Sometimes just a mist, okay? Once again, we saw the rainfall totals for most of us will be insignificant the rest of the way through this, unless you're in the Panhandle. Morning planner for tomorrow. about 60-ish in the morning. A couple of drips and drizzles are possible tomorrow, but rain chances tomorrow are like at 30%, so much lower. Cloudy through the rest of the morning. Temperatures, though, do start to come up a little bit. Remember, we're going to be in the low 60s all day today. Tomorrow, we'll get up into the upper 60s, 68 or 69, and hopefully a few breaks in the clouds and at least see some sunshine. Now, I don't think we go full-on sunny. I don't think we clear out all the clouds or anything like that, but we could see a few breaks out there and certainly see some sunshine. Here's how it looks as we go into the week and the weekend. And so once again tomorrow, only like a 30% chance of rain. Friday, beautiful day, starting to see some clearing, 73 for a high. Saturday, beautiful day, passing clouds, but mostly sunny, temperatures in the lower 70s. Beautiful day there. All right, out of the tropics. So here we are midway through November, and yeah, there's still tropical system possibilities. Now, one of these, the one that's marked in yellow off the Bahamas, don't worry about that one. I don't think that one develops, only 10% chance. This one down here, they actually have lowered the chances of this one developing, but it's still 50%. Even if it does develop, it's going to work its way towards Cuba, Haiti. It's not coming up towards the Gulf of Mexico. So something interesting to watch. If it does manage to get a name, it would be Vince, if it can manage that. Here is your forecast, next 7 days. All right, so the weekend looks great. Saturday in the 70s, beautiful. Sunday's a little cooler, especially in the morning. It's going to be a little chilly to start off with in the 40s, upper 60s for highs. And then we got another system coming in Monday and Tuesday of next week, so we have rain chances here on Monday and Tuesday. Small rain chance on Wednesday, of course. That Wednesday's the big travel day, right? Everybody's traveling for Thanksgiving. And it looks like here it'll be okay. It'll be a 65 or so and kind of a hopefully quiet day there, travel-wise. See if I don't know if I got it on here yet because I haven't messed with it. Yeah, it is. Okay. Of course, now I'll put up the 10-day forecast, and that gets Thanksgiving on it right there. And you see the high on Thanksgiving, 59. Probably going to see lows on Thanksgiving down the low 40s to start off with. So it's going to be, it looks like it's going to be a chilly, coolish day with highs only in the upper 50s, maybe getting to 60 in some spots. So it's going to be a cool day, but it looks like it'll be a mostly sunny day. It looks like it'll be a good day. I mean, it's still 8 days out. Things can change. But for now, that's what we're going with. That just looks to be kind of a cool but quiet day here for us on Thanksgiving Day. I'll put that up full screen so you can see it a little bit easier. That's the forecast there as we move on through. Other thing that's going to be interesting, I'll point this out. As we look ahead to tomorrow, Thursday, this is the drought monitor, and this product is put out once a week by the Climate Prediction Center. And they'll come back out. A new one will come out tomorrow morning, I think at like 7:30 in the morning, so every Thursday. And we'll see how this changes because a lot of these areas got pretty good rain. Now, how much rain do we get? About 1.5 to 2 inches. Is that enough to get rid of a drought? No, not at all. What it can do for us, right now we're in level 4 drought across most of our area. We might see that level 4 area really shrink down. And I'm going to guess right now we have about 20% of the area that's level 3 and about 80% that's level 4. We might flip-flop that or maybe go about 50-50 or so. Maybe about half the area in level 4, about half the area in level 3, or we might, see more level 3 than level 4. So there will be some changes to this on tomorrow. I anticipate that. Now, drought, it takes a long time to get into it. It also takes some time to get back out of it. Our rainfall deficit right now is a little bit, actually probably less than probably right around maybe 11 inches or so right now. I'd have to check it because we did get some rain here, obviously. But we don't have to get rid of that whole rainfall, and we're not going to get rid of the whole rainfall deficit before the year ends. We'll have a pretty good rainfall deficit by the time next month ends, the year ends. We're not going to be able to make all that up here before the end of the year. But we don't have to. We don't have to get out of the drought. We just have to have steady, consistent rains. In other words, like what we saw this week, we got good rain for Tuesday, now into Wednesday. And then next week we have rain chances Monday and Tuesday. Hopefully those work out. And if we can get some showers, at least once a week, where we actually put some rain in the rainfall bucket, then we'll start to pull out of the drought. It'll be a gradual thing. As we check this every Thursday, we'll just gradually see the drought areas shrink. It will take time, but that's how we do it. That's how we'll eventually get out of it. And you know, down here, we'll get out of it. We can't stay dry forever here along the Gulf Coast. We're just too close to the Gulf, and that keeps us having very many droughts here. So here are those rain totals. And I did include Friday's numbers when we did get a little bit of rain, but most, you know, the rain on Friday is like 1/10 of an inch, so it doesn't really factor very big in here. Downtown had a little bit over 2 inches. West Mobile, 1 3/4 inches at the airport. Crestview 1.6, Evergreen 1.6, Pensacola 2.35. Now, like I said, we're not going to add much more to these numbers, so we might end up with like 1.8 or so in Mobile. That's probably about where we'll end up. The downtown maybe about 2.2 or 2.25. But Crestview could add maybe 1/4 inch or more, maybe even enough to get to 2 inches. Pensacola will probably add another at least 1/4 inch, but maybe as much as 1/2 inch or more with some of those showers that are coming through. You're getting more rain in the Panhandle. So we'll probably end up doing the best over around Pensacola with the rain here through this whole event. You'll probably at least get 2.5 inches, but maybe more, maybe even as much as 2 3/4 inches. So those will probably be the biggest numbers around the area. So not bad, you know. And the great thing about this rain that we got the last few days is that we didn't get this all at one time, you know, in an hour, where it just, you know, runs off the streets and runs down into the drainage ditches and then just runs right out into the bay or whatever. This has had time to slowly come in and slowly soak in, so that's been very, very helpful. It's been great to see, and certainly this will help us with our drought conditions. It's the beginning of helping us out with our drought conditions, but it will help. All right. Oh, one more thing before I go. Thank you so much for sticking with us here for through this thing. One thing I'd like to mention, as always, is grab our app. Go to the App Store, get the Fox 10 Weather app. It's free. Whenever we do these, it's super easy. You just click on live, and we're up there. Let's say there's severe weather, and your power goes out. You've been watching this on TV. Your power goes out. Just open up your phone, click on the app, hit the watch live button, and there we'll right back up on your phone with the same exact thing you were seeing on TV. We also do short videos on our app, and we do them multiple times a day, and it's just a real quick, like 30 or 40 seconds of whatever the big top weather stories are of the day. So you can click on it, get a real quick glimpse of what's going on, and then move on. So it's great. It's free. I know a lot of you catching us right now on Facebook, but we'd really appreciate it if you picked up our app. It's good for those things like I just told you about. It also has a good radar on it, so if you ever want to just check the radar, you can go right there and do it. Oh, and if you take a cool picture or something, it's super easy in the app. You just click on the submit photo button and just download it. Boom, it's right there. So all that stuff's on there. It's super appreciated if you do that. It is free, and our app works really well. We got an app, I don't know, about a year-ish ago, maybe a little less than that. It's the best app we've ever had. The ones we've had before weren't very good. This app works great. It's super easy. It's well set up. It's just so much better. And it's free. Just put it on your phone there. We'd really appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 10's Gulf Stream. We certainly do appreciate it. I hope you have yourself a wonderful day.